Hi there. Are you in STEM by chance?
Yeah, hi. Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can you tell me your name and just a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Maisha Iqbal, and I've been in science for my whole life up until now. Like, I've just been in school continuously.
Wow.
I was doing my PhD in clinical psychology at McGill, and now I'm kind of trying to shift gears and see where I want to go next. But yeah, I've been in science forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. So, in your experiences, can you tell me what safety means to you in those spaces?
Sure. I guess to me, what safety means in the STEM field is like when someone can feel comfortable just being themselves as they are. Of course, as long as it's respectful. But yeah, just feeling comfortable, being able to be yourself, being comfortable being able to voice your opinions and flag anything or raise anything if something doesn't feel right to you, or just feeling comfortable to also, I think just feeling comfortable, be just doing regular things like sharing your opinions, if something doesn't feel right, if something goes well, feeling comfortable to share that with your supervisors and colleagues as well without any fear of judgment or any kind of retaliation or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. And can you tell me what accountability means in these STEM spaces?
For me, what I think accountability should mean in these STEM spaces is when people acknowledge and have that self-awareness or reflection piece to acknowledge their, let's say, missteps. Because I mean, we're human. It's natural to make mistakes, but it's like having that awareness to identify it and then correct it. Yeah.
What barriers do you think prevent people from speaking out about gender-based violence?
I think what really prevents people from speaking out is really that power dynamic.
Yeah.
Just knowing that if you do say something, what the consequences will be for your career. I think personally, like, that's a big barrier that would really hold me back from saying anything.
Yeah. Anything else in terms of barriers preventing people?
Other barriers could be just steps or supportive resources not being available.
Yeah.
That's another big one.
Yeah. Yes, good one. What concrete changes would make a difference in the workplace with regards to gender-based?
I think the best concrete change would just be like no gender-based violence.
Right.
That would be great.
Yeah.
But in terms of like how can we get there, I think increased education and training, but also increased consequences for people who do, let's say, violate or make mistakes. So I think having more awareness, which I think we already do have a lot of awareness, so like doesn't hurt to have more awareness, but not just awareness, but also the consequences piece where there are consequences for people's actions. Because unfortunately, what I see right now is a lot of people in higher up positions, like let's say professors, who get away with a lot of gender-based violence and their lives are unaffected. Their careers are unaffected, but the ones that are being affected negatively are the students, are the people who are lower on that power dynamic. So if there were a way to level that playing field in terms of that power imbalance, and if there were consequences for anybody and everybody, I think that would be a really good change.
Yeah. That's a really good point. And related to that is, the institutions. What conversations do you think they're shying away from?
In my personal experience, the biggest thing that I've seen institutions shy away from is acknowledging it. What I've seen has been the tendency to sweep things under a rug and to brush it aside and pretend it didn't happen and to keep it as hush-hush and on the down low as possible, just so it doesn't ruin their reputation. So I've seen that happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. We've been talking about this, gender-based violence for years and years, right? Yeah. What do you think needs to happen in order to move it forward?
That's a really good question. In terms of what really needs to happen to move gender-based violence, like awareness forward, I think something that might help is like to have more minority people in positions of more power. So like the people, those of us who actually face the gender-based violence, for our voices to be on a platform to be heard. I think that might be a good place to start, just because, like I said, from my experience so far, I've been at university since 2015, so that's like 10 years now. Most of the people in the positions of power tend to be of a similar, if not same, demographic. They tend to be a bit older, Caucasian, male. That's a pretty like standard template. So I think if we could get more diversity in there, it might help to push it forward. Like to have people who with lived experience might help.
Absolutely. Yeah. And have you ever witnessed a moment of allyship in any of these spaces?
Moments of allyship. I would say I've seen peers, like students, stand for their friends, like other peers. But I haven't really seen that from a position of a somewhat higher power, like from a professor. I unfortunately haven't seen that, but I have seen it on the level of the students.
Okay. And what would you say a future without gender-based violence? What would you say it looks like?
Honestly, unfortunately, I feel like I don't even know, like I can't even imagine that, just because it seems a bit so far removed. But I think what a future without any gender-based violence would look like, it's like, where everybody is just free and comfortable to express their opinions, express their experiences, without any retaliation or having to worry about how that might negatively impact their careers, and have their voices heard and taken and have it valued. Have their experiences be valued and voices being valued. I think that's what it would look like.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Those amazing answers. How do we stay in contact with you?
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this opportunity to share my experiences. In terms of my contact or stay in contact with me, I'm on Instagram. I'm at Maisha Iqbal. You can also add me on LinkedIn or Facebook. You can find me there.
Thank you. Thanks so much.